that Mohamed Salah returns. Maybe precautionary, I think, left out against Everton at the weekend, but he's back in the starting lineup. 4 changes in total from that team that drew 0-0 at Goodison Park. So out go Milner, Matip, Minamino as well, and Naby Keita. So the Liverpool team is Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Gomez and Robertson make up the back 4. Henderson, Fabinho and Wijnaldum the 3 in midfield, with that familiar front 3 once again of Salah, Firmino and Mane. Interesting news as far as Crystal Palace are concerned, because Vicente Gaeta, their Spanish goalkeeper, has kept 4 clean sheets on the trot and was in really good form before lockdown and of course at Bournemouth at the weekend, but he misses out with just a slight knock he picked up in training yesterday. So Wayne Hennessy comes in place for him. Again, 4 changes from them from that Bournemouth game. So it's Ward, Cahill, Sakho back on his old stomping ground, and Patrick Van Arnholt there back 4. McCarthy and Kouyaté, a real defensive-looking midfield 3 there, with Townsend and Sahar supplying a little bit of width, and Jordan Ayew up front. Christian Benteke drops out. He is on the bench. As I said earlier, it's a strange, as it has been at all grounds, eerie atmosphere here at Anfield, but it's one that Liverpool and Crystal Palace are getting used to and familiar to, as we all are having to over the course of these rather strange few weeks.
Thank you, Matthew. Matt Critchley at Anfield for beIN Sports tonight. So on this match day, which started yesterday, Leicester and Brighton goalless. Spurs beat West Ham 2-0. Wolves have beaten Bournemouth by 1-0. Manchester United, Sheffield United by 3-0. Newcastle 1, Villa 1, and Everton 1 at Norwich.
Only one away win, blowing it out the water. All those away wins we were saying.
Norwich,
home
gone.
advantage.
Villa, that's a big point tonight.
It gives them hope, Richard. It is a big point.
Big point.
There are 4 teams there. I mean, I think Brighton look like they've done enough. And I think Watford, West Ham, Bournemouth, Villa, 2 of those 4 are going down.
Yeah, 1 win for Brighton, probably.
Yeah.
38 points you'd think would be enough, wouldn't you? But 3 together on 27 points now, separated only by goal difference. Villa, Bournemouth and West Ham, whose owners, of course, when they moved into their new stadium, said we'll be playing Champions League football within 5 years. Well,
no, Championship.
Oh, Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
You misheard them.
Sorry. They come Brighton, Saints, Newcastle, Burnley and Arsenal down again. Back to where they were, I think, when Mikel Arteta picked them up. Everton into the top half, no change for Palace, can improve tonight. Sheffield United down again. Spurs into 7th, Wolves keep 6th. It's goal difference separating them and Manchester United in 5th. Then come Chelsea and Leicester, City and, of course, Liverpool. 20 points the gap.
They're chasing 4th, Richard.
Think that battle's still on, yeah?
Well, listen,
yes.
Chelsea play Man City tomorrow night.
Yes.
They lose that, they're only 2 points ahead of these 2 who are showing. I mean, both of these have started really well, you know, after lockdown.
Their appeal to the Court of Arbitration is already started now, Manchester City, so maybe by the time the season ends we'll know whether their ban stands or not. Yeah. Which would be helpful, of course, for everybody.
It would be, yeah.
So when we come back, we'll be concentrating on the second of our 2 feature matches tonight. That's the one. Before that, let's have a look at the goals. If you just come in tonight and missed anything, here they come. 2 Uniteds at Old Trafford. He got 3, his first ever career hat-trick.
3 terrific goals and very different. That one, purely instinct. The way the Rashford just fired it across the goals. He was so close to Rashford. It's all about reaction. And he reacted wonderfully well. Got his foot perfectly shaped just to knock it into the net. Second one was a little bit more difficult, but I like the way he just waits for the ball to arrive at him, doesn't rush this, and then just sweeps it into the net. That's not as easy as he made it look, I have to say. You can easily scuff that one, Richard. You just got across the top of the side of the ball and you just screw it past the far post. He didn't do that. He just waits. Perfect. Perfect. And then this one was the creme de la creme. This was the icing on top of the cake. Wonderful flowing move from Manchester United, who are purring right now, and then
brilliant.
Yeah, love it.
Brilliant.
Absolutely love it. So, terrific hat-trick. It really was. It was interesting. The commentators are alluding to the fact that it should do this more often. This is the kind of player United thought they had bought, who would do this on a more regular basis. Let's hope he kicks on from here.
Just one major disappointment for me tonight, watching Manchester United make 5 simultaneous substitutes.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that at all.
No, I didn't like that.
I know we're living in a different period of time right now, but it did turn it into a testimonial for 20 minutes.
Well, listen, I sincerely hope they change that for the beginning of next season and go back to 3. That's all we need.
To St James's Park then, where Newcastle and Villa met tonight.
Double substitution just about. Gale came on and just does that. He's good at that, isn't he? Just Andy
Yes.
Carroll fed him. Andy Carroll does what he does. He's won the ball here. But that ball he plays in there is a terrific pass. And Gale does that. He's such a good finisher. I don't know how this gets in. I really don't.
I do.
Why?
Keeper's hopeless.
You don't like him, do you?
There's a rick in him every week, Andy. There's one big mistake in him every game.
Well, he's come beyond the line of the 6-yard box. There he goes. Look, he's beyond it. And for that to go in, that's a big error.
There was one incident first half, VAR got involved when there was a little skirmish edge of the box and a yellow card ended up being shown. Well, that is a breach of protocol because VAR cannot get involved for the award of a yellow card. Red, yes.
It was checked for a positive red card, but I was under the impression if they say no, it's no red card, then that's it.
Yes, that is correct. To Carrow Road, where Everton in the salmon pink were winners tonight.
Again, not a lot in this game. Set play, decided it. Michael Keane this time. Near post header, little glancing one. Goalkeeper's no chance with this one. He's not quite as far past the front post.
I know it's
El
old
Mohamedy
school,
was.
but I'm going to ask you about one of the things you always talk about. If there's somebody on that far post,
Yes.
that doesn't go in, does it?
It doesn't go in. But what you are finding now, Richard, is that clubs like to empty the 6-yard box,
Yes.
leave it empty, so that if the ball's headed down and somebody's in there, he's offside. The problem you've got with that is there. If you've got somebody on that back post and he comes in there, he sweeps it off the back post, you're 0-0, you might go and win the game.
Yeah. It's not very well clearing your box, but if you're clearing it and the ball's there,
Ball's in the net.
waste of time.
Not a lot you can do about that.
To Molineux then, where Wolves are like Manchester United, Bournemouth are looking less and less secure.
Well, this was a combination that broke the deadlock against West Ham at the last time out. Adama Traore to Raul Jimenez had got the first goal. They went on to win that comfortably down at West Ham, and this is what did it again tonight. He's just so quick, Richard, and the quality that he's brought to his game now and his service is brilliant. And that is a terrific header from him.
And many Wolves number 9s have done that down the years.
One or two of
have
us.
they not?
One or two of us.
Dugan,
Richards,
Bull, yes, well,
Yeah.
yes,
3 of the best.
absolutely, yeah. Very much. Anyway, Wolves 1-0 winners tonight, join Manchester United in the hunt for 5th, and Sheffield United look as though they are now falling out of that race.